Hello internet world and welcome to a new video on the Geekanoids channel. Now this is one of my favourite pieces of tech, a dash camera. Yeah, I love dash cameras. I think they're an essential part of motoring nowadays. And to give you a brief overview of what a dash camera is, it's like an action camera, but it actually does loop recording. So it records in like 1 minute, 2 minute or 3 minute segments, fills up the memory card and then starts recording back at the beginning again and overwriting the older files, unless they're protected files, of course. And they give you a viewpoint out the front windscreen of your car, or indeed in this case this is a dual dash camera, so it does the rear view as well, and it records what you see outside your car. So if you're witness to or unfortunately involved in a road traffic accident, or you see something that's not too right out the sort of viewpoint of your car, then you've got some video evidence that could be used if needed for evidence and for legal matters. And also another point of note is with dash cameras, if you go to particular insurance companies, not all of them, but some insurance companies will give you a discount on your car insurance premium if you have one of these fitted. Now this particular one was sent in to me free of charge by the manufacturer, ThiEYE, and this is the Carbox 5R, and it's a dual dash camera. What I mean by dual is you get the front one, which I'm currently trying to get some charge into, and you also get a rear camera as well. This is really nice because some car dash cameras go in the front and they have an all-in-one unit, and it tries to see through the car, and this one has got a nice long cable that you run sort of either around your car underneath the footwell, for example, or through the headlining of the car, and this attaches in the rear windscreen, or it could indeed go outside. This is waterproof, this little tiny rear camera. I would always put these inside the car, but you could mount this outside the car if you wanted to. Comes with a nice long cable, and you can see the optics just there as well. Very, very nice piece of kit. So that's the rear camera, and that records a resolution of 720p. And then we've got all of the accessories. Let's run through the accessories. So we've got this one here, which is just the little instruction guide. We also get two additional mounts. Now these two additional mounts aren't for the rear camera, these are for the front camera. You get a permanent mount, which is on this sort of sticky back plastic. It's like a 3M adhesive pad on there. And then you've got a little tiny threaded mount just here. So this is like for a more permanent fixture. And then this one's a suction mount. So this suctions onto your car windscreen. And then you've got a ball joint here and the same threaded mount. So these two can be used either as a permanent or semi-permanent mount for the dash camera. You also get, and this is really nice to see, this is to power the dash camera. Now of course you could have it hardwired into your battery by a professional, but for ease of use, this plugs into your 12-volt vehicle accessory socket. It gives you a USB pass-through, which many dash cameras don't, so that's a nice feature. And then we've got mini USB on this end, which plugs into the dash camera itself. And again, a fairly long cable to keep that powered. And then also inside the box, you do get a micro SD card. It will support up to 32 gigabytes, and I believe you get a 32 gigabyte one inside the box. Happens to be branded Kingston. That is a really good value because, again, more often than not, when you buy a dash camera, you don't get a memory card, and if you do get a memory card, normally it's like an 8 gigabyte one. So to get a 32 gig one in the box is a great value as well. Now you also get, I'm going to unplug this, it's currently charging, you also get a little mini USB cable to charge the dash camera. It should have some charge in it because it's got a 180 milliamp hour battery inside, so that when your car is turned off, you still get some backup battery inside the camera. We've got obviously the optics on the front there. We have got a little tiny speaker. We've got the threaded mount on the top. We've got the micro USB socket here as well. And then we've got a row of buttons here and a row of buttons here. And these allow you to control things like the menu system, power on off, and make selections. We've also got a reset button inset on here on the bottom for if you do need to reset it. That's that one there, sorry. And then this one here is a microphone. Nice high resolution screen. I think it's is it a 2.7? I've forgotten the size of the screen. Let's just double check. I think it's a 3.2 inch screen. So a nice size screen. I'll show you it in use in a short while. It's a high res screen as well. Also, we've got a nice wide angle lens on the front. I think it's a 170-degree wide angle lens. The little mini rear camera, this little camera here, has a 120-degree wide angle. It's got high dynamic range. It's also got collision protection as well. So if the car is jolted and it thinks you've been involved in an accident, it will protect that video file that's being written to the memory card at the time, so it won't be overwritten. We'll turn this on. We should have a little bit of battery in here. So let's just turn this on. And you can see it come on like so. And then we can push for the menu system. This is what the menu system looks like. It won't run for very long, so there's not much charge in here, but you can skip through all of the various menu options. You can change the resolution. You can change the length of time it's going to record before it starts a new video file, and all different settings to get this up and running. Really nice menu system, nice high resolution screen as well. Let's just go off of the menu, and you can just see me in there as well. So it's a really nice high res screen, works extremely well. So that is really impressive. I like being able to view back on a nice clear screen. We can plug in via that mini USB to USB cable, this little short cable, to get the footage off, or indeed, of course, you could remove the memory card and put it in a card reader. It says low battery at the moment because it hasn't got much charge left in it, but alas, it's a really good system and very, very well made. Now, let's talk about video quality, which is important. So 1080p video quality from the front camera. It's really nice and crisp, and I think one of the areas the Carbox actually excels is in low light quality as well. The low light capture from this when you're driving sort of in the dark, or when it starts to get low light outside, is exceptionally good. It does a brilliant job. And then the daytime footage really does speak for itself. It's got plenty of detail. I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. With regard to the rear facing camera, now it is a lower resolution, of course. This is coming in at 720. It's still got a nice amount of detail. I think it's a little bit lacking in detail though, obviously because of the lower resolution. But that said, if you compare this to where you get car dash cameras that have the rear camera built into the front unit, and it looks through the length of the car and then tries to look through the rear windscreen, this actually does a much better job, an exceptional job in fact. So if I was choosing between this sort of combination or an all-in-one unit, I would choose this combination and settle for the lower resolution on the rear camera every single time. So I think they've done a really good job on this particular product. Let me give you one last look at the box. This is the Carbox 5R. If you want to pick up one for yourself, there is indeed links down in the video description, so please do check those links out for yourself. There's also a link to the manufacturer's website. If you've got any questions at all, please do pop them in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please do hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. I publish new tech videos pretty much every single day, and I want to thank you all for tuning in and watching this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in another one very, very soon.